What's going on, guys? My name's Matt. I'm going to help you automate your fitness business. Today, I'm going to be going through how to automate your client retention in your fitness business. Now, this one's going to go over a couple of things, concepts and also technical side of things. So really quickly, let's just jump straight into it. So how can you actually retain clients when you're coaching? Step one, you actually need to be really good as a coach. This may seem really obvious. However, I've seen so many coaches implement systems of retention and try and cut their churn in half, and it just doesn't work simply because they just don't, one, either care enough about their clients, or two, get good enough results. So the first thing you need to nail is making sure your clients actually get really good results, and that starts with a really good service. So making sure that they know exactly what they're getting, you have a proven formula and process of actually getting your clients to lose weight or put on size, whichever, and that starts with a really good onboarding. So at the minimum, you just want 3 emails as soon as you bring a client on. So 1, payment confirmation and letting them know that they've actually been processed. 2, let them know of any onboarding information that they need in order to start with your coaching. And 3, just an email saying thank you for their business. That one's a big one, and a lot of people forget that. So 3 welcome emails is a really good start. The second one, get them results. This is really obvious to coaches, but a lot of coaches do suck. The online coaching space and in-person coaching space is quite popular these days, and it doesn't take much to get people into fitness coaching. However, you will see a lot of people who don't necessarily have the experience or life experience in order to coach people starting coaching. And with that comes a multitude of different results. So make sure you're really good at your service. And look at the results your clients are actually getting. You know, is your minimum term enough to get someone a decent result? Say if your minimum term's 8 weeks, can you get people to lose a couple of kilos that actually generate a good before and after photo? If you can't, then it's potentially a service issue, not a retention issue and re-signing people. So a little pulse check to see if you've done a good job is to see if your clients before and afters are actually good. The second step is track the progress of your clients in a way that allows you to automate actions at a certain time. So the biggest thing for retention is build up. So if you have a minimum term of 12 weeks, you want to start reselling that person, whether they realize it or not, about 8 weeks in. Now, that can look like a bunch of different things. It can look like goal setting sessions. It can look like progress assessments. It can be plan of actions that you send through to them. It's just setting yourself up so that conversation at 12 weeks isn't a surprise to the person that is looking to re-sign. So setting trigger points throughout the journey increases your it increases your touch points during your coaching, so people think that you are more attentive, which is what you're really going for, because at the end of the day, a lot of coaches just sell accountability, not much or more less than anything than that. So which is harsh, but it's true. If they could do it themselves, they would, and usually clients fall down in accountability. So a week out from when your client's going to leave you, set an automated calendar reminder to get them booked in for a call. Now, this call, you should resell them again. Now, you should come with a plan of how you are going to resell them, and it should look in the form of the next 12 to 14 weeks, if not more, depending on how long you sell your coaching for, of what that stage is going to look like for them. So if they've just gone through an aggressive fat loss stage, putting them into a maintenance phase in order to help them regulate their eating habits and not let them bounce back into what they were currently doing. And send them through a goal setting form. So these are just some ideas that I've got here. Send them through a goal setting form to get them booked in for the call. With this, you can then feed your answers into AI and get a personalized 12-month plan for the client. So even if you didn't want to run this yourself, it's quite simple to do this with AI. Here's how I would set it up in theory. Okay. So basically all you would need to do is have a couple of examples of 12-month plans that you have done in the past. So maybe do these ones as a little project. What you then do is feed those questions into ChatGPT or Claude and say, hey, I'm going to be sending you some form question and answers. I would like you to write a 12-month plan, just like I've shown the 2 examples to you. And when you do that, you provide both the question and the answer of the client who submitted the form, and then you take the result that it has and you put it into a Word document. So basically client, and the way that you can automate that is client fills out the form triggers a workflow in make.com or Zapier, answers from the client are fed into ChatGPT, answers are then emailed back to you. And then on that call, your job is to have an honest conversation about where they're at in their journey. So if you know that someone hasn't been 100% compliant, but this is still a really big issue for them, tell them that. Tell them that, we're going to need some more time to get things to where they need to be. And or if they're ready to go at it alone, be honest with them too, because there are times where people don't need you. And if you are an ethical coach, you will see that. So look at ways that you can be honest with people and really just cut out the bullshit and make sure that they're getting the best thing for them. And the last thing, I mentioned it briefly, but is get them to commit on the call to do it all over again. So retention's not a mystical thing. If you do a good job, people want to stay working with you, but getting that commitment on the call stops them from being flaky. We all know that people have said yes and then have disappeared and ghosted and never actually gone ahead with coaching again or coaching in the first place. So get the commitment on the call and then do the same thing over again. So making sure that they're getting the touch points of when they first started again, because they've just spent money with you again. They're potentially going to have buyer's remorse and you want to just onboard them again in your retention system. So that is theoretically how I would go through. I hope you guys found this valuable. It's just a really quick video this morning. I'm cutting it close before everyone gets into the office. So I will speak to you guys soon, and peace out.